welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Alana Simone. So first of all, I wanted to welcome you guys in. I hope you're having an amazing day. So today, as you can see, we are in a different part of my little apartment. I've done videos in this little area before, but if you haven't been here for a while, I kind of mentioned in my last videos, unfortunately, there's been construction happening outside of my apartment for the last couple months, and the way my apartment is set up, it's just like I don't have an extra like studio slash like office space. So unfortunately, like when I do decide to record videos, they're outside doing construction. So I just been making it work, but prayerfully and hopefully within the next couple months I will be moving into a bigger space, and you know that problem will be fixed. But until then, we're going to continue to make videos, and we're going to continue to, you know, I'm just going to continue to come and speak to you guys and just, you know, push past any hindrances or blockers. So here I am today, bringing forth another word for you guys. So today we're going to be talking about believing for the impossible. And you know, I think this is so important for us in our life. You know, I think oftentimes we feel like we can only believe to a certain extent, or we believe that we can only have so much in life, but we don't realize that there's so much more that God has in store for us. And so when we recognize that and know that, we can start believing for the impossible. We can start activating our faith in our life to, you know, bring forth impossibilities and make them possible, you know. And the thing is, it's not us doing it in our own strength. It's us inviting God into our life and asking him for help and asking him for guidance and sharing your plans with him. You know, oftentimes we think that we can do things in our own ability, we can do things on our own, but that's not the case. You know, I feel like in any situation in my life that may have seemed hard or been like, I don't really know how this is gonna work, I always invited God into it, and you know, somehow, some way it worked out for my good. And so this is just a reminder today, you know, it is okay to believe for impossible things. It is okay to stretch your faith. It's okay to stretch your vision for your life. It's okay to believe for things that seem crazy, that other people, you might share it with them and they'd be like, why would you believe for that? Like, are you crazy? But it doesn't matter. Listen, God is a God who can do crazy things. He can do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask for, think, and imagine. So why not just shoot for the stars? Shoot for, you know, the impossible thing that most people would look at and say, that's crazy, I would never go after that. No, go after that. Go after the thing that people would be afraid to go after. You know, in my life, you know, I give an example. One of the biggest accomplishments so far that I've done is become a software engineer. And let me tell you, looking at that before I became that looked impossible. It looked like, first of all, I did not have no type of tech skills. I didn't have no type of tech background and all this stuff. But I had a vision, and I had faith, and I wanted to go after something. And because why? I wanted to, first of all, see if it was possible. Like, I think oftentimes we limit ourselves and limit our life and don't even realize what we can accomplish. You know, if I would have gave up or listened to other people and their opinion because they, you know, they would never, you know, go after that because it seemed so hard, then I would have never, you know, realized that it could have been possible. So thank God that, first of all, I partnered with God in that, and you know, telling him the plans that I, you know, wanted to go after and the things that I wanted to do. And thank God that he helped me all the way through. And look, it became possible. An impossible situation or impossible thing that I looked at to be impossible became possible in my life. Because why? I believed for it, and I believed that I could do it. I believed that, yes, it may seem impossible, but I knew the God that I served. I knew that if I had God on my side, then like nothing's impossible. So it's just like when you shift your mindset, when you shift your belief in life, it's like, wow, you realize that there is more things, you know, more possibilities in life than impossible things. Like, impossible things are only impossible until it's done. And so when, it becomes possible once it's done. So it's impossible until somebody figures out a way to make it possible. And so, that's the thing. So that's just an example I wanted to give, because I think people think that, I guess if people don't know me, they'll be like, well, you probably had some type of background. Listen, let me tell you something. The only type of background I had was business. And I was an administrative assistant for a while. I was customer service and stuff like that. So code, tech, none of that. I didn't have none of that, but I had a vision and I had faith. And that's what got me to where I am now, and the favor of God that followed me, because I, trusted him with my plans and knew that without him, I couldn't do it. But with him, I could do all things, because he gives me the strength to be able to do that. So, just think about that today. Know that you can believe for impossible things. Know that impossibilities can become possible with God's help. And so just be encouraged today and know that, I want you to constantly be reminded of that. Go after what you want in life. Don't let anybody let you settle and tell you that you can't do that, or you don't have that type of background, or you're crazy to go after that. No, people will put limits on you because they put limits on themselves. But it's your job to first, allow yourself to, you can hear people, but you don't have to allow people's limits to now be put on you. Don't let somebody limit your life because they limited theirs. Because they decided to settle, because they decided to not believe for more. No, you have the capability to believe for more, so you can go after more. You got to do it for yourself. If nobody cheers for you, if nobody believes in you, okay, believe in yourself. Know that God is rooting for you. Know that when you invite God into that situation that you're believing for, that he will help you through it. When I was on my journey, the only person I had to lean on was God. And then of course he put people in in the little tech boot camp that I went through around me to be able to, help and assist to the best that they could. But I had to trust God for myself, and I had to believe that I could do it for myself. Other people around me, nobody in my family, none of my friends have ever, have tried to be a software engineer or wanted to, or maybe they thought of it, but they gave up because it became too hard. But I believed in myself, and I knew that God believed in me, and that's how I made the impossible thing in my life become possible. So this is just all to say, just to encourage you. We encourage people by our testimony. We encourage people by our faith to believe for the impossibilities in our life. So I want to encourage you today to know that if I can do crazy things, so can you. Especially me being young, we're young, but there's no limit. We allow other people to put limits on our life. We allow other people to talk us out of the plans that God has for our life, or even the desires that we want to do. We allow people to talk us out of it. But it doesn't matter what people say. Go after what you want. Believe that you can do it, and I guarantee you can do it. With God's help. That's how I achieve any and everything in my life. I know that, first of all, I can't do anything in my own strength, but I know with God, all things are possible. So, this is just something I wanted to share. Keep on believing for more. Don't allow people to let you settle for less in life because they decided to settle, or because they don't have new knowledge. They haven't opened themselves up to new knowledge to be able to learn different things, to know that they can do more and that they can believe for more. So don't allow people to put a cap. Don't allow people to allow you to settle. Go after what you want. Believe for the impossible. Invite God into your plans. Invite God into your life. And I guarantee you, more impossible things will start to become possible in your life. So you guys, I thank you so much for being here. I really pray that this video encouraged you today. I really pray that you can start believing for more in your life, that you can go after more, and that you can start seeing the fruit and start seeing the success, because you didn't decide to settle, because you didn't decide to give up, because you started opening your mind and believing in yourself and knowing that you could have more. And actually, I pray that you can just start seeing the results from that. So you guys, thank you for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.